Okay guys, we're on our way to pick up the P-pump that's been rebuilt. Kind of excited, kind of nervous because kind of highly priced. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but it was closer to $2,000 than $1,000. So I hope I'm not getting swindled here, but they seem pretty reputable and I hear a lot of good things about them. So anyway, here we go. We're here. Okay guys, we just got the pump. He didn't want to film, which I can't blame him. I wouldn't want to put on my face on YouTube either. So I talked to him and he went through with me what was the deal and what the problem was. And it looks like there was a bolt that someone may or may not have put in.
What? What the fuck?
That was too long. And he said it was hanging up on the governor arm inside the pump, and that would cause erratic idling like it was. Also, he said there was some jazzed up weirdness that he's never seen before, which was the there's like a shut off solenoid stop arm, and there was nothing in there like that. So he put a new one on that. The banjo bolt was jazzed up, so he put a new one of those. Like, it's just all, it's all fucked up, but it's unfucked up now. Like I said, we're gonna say closer to $1,900, maybe closer to $2,000 to get this thing rebuilt, as opposed to what I saw was $1,300 to $1,400 for a new one, well, rebuilt one. And I don't know if I did the right choice in getting mine refurbished, but I want to know it's clean. I want to know it's done right. I want to buy American. I want to buy local, and that's what I did. So I think I made the right choice, and we won't know until we put it in the truck. So let's go put it in the truck. Ooh, it's painted black. So from what I understand, this bracket here was non-existent on my pump, which I remember it not being there. So apparently it stops like the fuel from shutting off. Too far? I'm not really sure. He advanced timing is 16 degrees, so now it's stock timing 16. So this is pin time to 16, so the truck's just gotta be pin time and then we're set. So we're just gonna jump right into this, guys. P pump is there. What we're gonna do is now time top dead center for sure. So I got my little pin timing deal right there. And I'm gonna bar the engine over with the alternator. So when this pops in, we'll know that we're on top dead center. There, see it dropped in? Picked up on this nipple here, which is sheared off. But that tells me there's a drive gear within this case. See that? That is directly centered this hole. So that means, like I said, we're number one TDC. And now what we can do is put the pump on and torque this down, because this is already pin time to 16 degrees. All we gotta do is torque it to 45 foot-pounds, take it out, flip out the time plug, the timing little plug, a pin, and then torque it to the final 145 foot-pounds. And make sure you clean it crazily with brake clean. So we'll do that, we'll clean it up, we'll install it, and I'll come back to you guys sometime. We'll see. Okay, so we got the P-pump in. These 4 bolts weren't bad. They were not bad. It was surprising. So now that I've got 4 bolts in, I've got the 2 support bolts here and there bolted down, I can now torque it. So I've got the torque wrench set up. The pre-torque is 45 foot-pounds, and that way you can seat the gear as well as still keep this pin timed. That way everything stays in time and everything's still at the setting that you have it set at. So this is programmed to 45 foot-pounds. And I'm just going to torque it to 45, and then try to get that glare out of there. Come on. Okay. So now that that is set, it beeped. Now we're set. Now I can take that plug, flip it around, put it into safety mode, like the running mode, and then torque this to 145. And then our gear is set. Then I can go along hooking up the injectors and everything else. So far easy, but for me, that light is on. But for me, that's like the most stressful part, because you slip timing, you gotta do it all over again. It sucks. So I think I did it right. I feel good about it. But I don't know. Oh, and I brake cleaned the shit out of the pump shaft and the gear female. So everything should be fine. Everything was wiped down with a clean rag and then blow dried off. So everything should be good. I did that like twice, 3 times. Anyway, let's get back to torquing this down. All right, so what I'm doing now, finally, is I'm repriming this P pump, because obviously it feeds. It's got an oil feed, but I don't want it running dry. So I'm doing filling it up, and then what it does, it drains back down right where the pump shaft is, and that's what you have to worry about cleaning, because obviously oil comes through, it cycles through. So I'm making sure this is topped off and ready to go. I got primed the fuel, and I think it's ready to go. But this stuff's taking forever to drain down. Like you see, I've spilled a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I popped the oil cap to let it breathe out, in case it's like doing a like a vacuum kind of thing. So I'm slowly topping this off. It says put 1 quart in there, and I'm about halfway done. So once this is just some Casey's, good old Casey's, and I'm gonna enjoy this beer, and we'll fire it up. Hopefully she runs. Hope it runs. I've been at this now for 5 hours. I'm not a Fummins expert. I'm a Fummins fanboy, but everybody's got to do it. This is my second time removing and installing a P pump. Same P pump. So yeah, we'll feel good. Feel good. Also, I rerouted this return line, because it used to dip down and around underneath the pump, and that just doesn't seem like a very good place to work on if you're side of the road stuck or something. So I routed the line straight back. I wrapped it, and that's the dipstick. This is the line here. I wrapped it in loom, and then it comes down and around, and that's all loomed up. I think it's a little better way. That way, if I ever have to get back there, it won't be so hard. So now I'm priming the engine. That's topped off the oil. Now we're priming it. And I'm not going to reach all the way in there, so I'm using my transmission bolt extension thing. Okay, it's primed. Okay, so now I'm gonna crank it over and check for leaks, and then we're gonna crank it until the injector line is squirting. Then we're gonna shut it off and give her hell. Yeah, there's diesel. Okay, now let's fire it up and back it out. Alright, so this is kind of loud, I'm sorry, and quiet, like, and dark and horrible, but, ooh. Feels good, guys. Feels real good. This is good. Also, my battery's gonna die on my phone. I just kind of want to play around a little bit. Woo! She's alive! But she's not in focus. Focus, you fuck. Okay guys, that's the video. You saw it. New pumps in. It runs amazing. It runs amazing. And it's super fun to drive. Truck's got so much more power. So now we can focus our interest and money and stuff towards trailer stuff. Get this thing wrapped up finally. I've got some big announcements. Not really. In my world, it's a big announcement. We made a couple changes here, which we'll get into later. And I've got one of two upgrades for jacks. Yeah, we'll get into that. And I got a new toolbox. So, a lot of changes coming. We're getting right back on track with the trailer. We've got toolbox for binders. We've got some other goodies in here. But that's for a different video. So, the truck's done. We're ready to roll. Now we're ready to pull this thing, finally. Because it's almost done. Paint it, I got deck it and wire it. But anyway, that's a different video. But the Fummins is running awesome. And I would say I couldn't do it without you guys, but I did. I need to get some crowdsourcing or something going on because I can't afford all this crap. Anyway, you know the spiel. Comment, rate, subscribe, or don't. Show this to your worst enemy. But if you do subscribe, remember to make your teeth whiter.